go. It's mail day. Marvel, mail day. Marvel United Multiverse. My pledge just arrived. Let's unbox this thing. Yo, welcome to the Nerdy Soul, where we do shoes and board game reviews. My name is Chris, the Geek in Sneaks, and today we are going to be unboxing this massive box from CMON Games, and it is the Marvel United Multiverse Pledge. This took a while to arrive, and I was a little worried, honestly, because there's a lot of hiccups with people getting different shipments that weren't theirs. This wasn't a very smooth process from CMON. I always say CMON, but CMON is I think how you say it. And so I was worried it wasn't going to arrive, but it's here, and I am so excited. I love Marvel United. I love the system created by Eric Lang and co. And I got a chance to play this while I was at Gen Con this year as a little preview, and it was insanely fun as usual. I have a lot of Marvel United stuff, so I'll stop blabbering and let's just get right into it. So I'm gonna move some things down here. I've got a top-down camera, and let's make sure that everything is, looking good. I just made sure I needed to make sure that everything was accounted for when I got it. So that is what I did, but I haven't actually opened anything. So they did package this thing very well. I will have to say that. And ooh-wee, look at this. So I did not go all in. That's important to know. As much as I love Marvel, I did not go all in. So we're just gonna throw some of these things over, and I will clean up later. But this is so exciting. Okay, so we have the main box here, the Marvel United Multiverse core box. Look at that box art. That's crazy. That goes hard. That goes so hard. All right, so we've got the core box right there. Like I said, I did not go all in. I only got a few items. We have Civil War, one of the other boxes associated with this one. This is pretty awesome looking as well. I am super excited about this. This integrates PvP, player versus player, which Marvel United is cooperative. So that is extremely exciting to have that ability. If you know me, I am a Spider-Man fiend. And so I had to get Maximum Carnage. I mean, come on. The Sinister Six expansion for Marvel United was one of the funnest games I've ever played. And this sort of revamps that in some different ways, and we'll look at that as we unbox it. And so now we get a little bit more into some of the other things. So let's just look at this here. This is the Iron Lad promo that I believe came with everyone's box. I find it so funny that they just put one character in a box, whatever. This is the big one, the Coming of Galactus. My word, this box is giant because it has a giant. We will definitely be putting that together. Before we get to the promos, some of the smaller things I got the pet expansion, the pet companions. I mean, honestly, I just thought that this was just the cutest thing ever. It's got Throg and Alligator Loki and Goose, Cosmo, Redwing, Jeff. I mean, come on, man. You had to get this. If you're going to back it, you got to get the pets. I got the campaign decks. I'm going to be doing a lot of solo plays of this, so it felt appropriate to get the campaign deck so that way I could sort of play some storylines. What else we got in here? We have the team decks. Now, this is according to various different heroes and all these different sets, and we'll kind of read more about this. I'm excited about this. This was a pretty cheap add-on. I don't know how much of this that I'll actually play, to be honest, but I wanted to get it and check it out. I don't think there's anything else. And this is the big one, the Marvel United Multiverse promos. Here's the crazy thing about these campaigns. This was free. I mean, I'm sure I paid money for a lot of things, but if I just got the core box, you get this for free because of Kickstarter. That's nuts. Nuts. All right, here we go. Was the playmat here. Now, they did not send me a playmat. I ordered one and they thought that I didn't. So I had to actually get a refund on this playmat. And in that moment of getting the refund, what I ended up doing was just ordering this playmat from Amazon, because a lot of these products were available on Amazon before we backers got them, but it doesn't come with all the promos, obviously. So that's a big thing. I never had a Marvel United playmat, even though I play a lot of Marvel United. And so this is exciting to get. Wow, this box, honestly, I didn't even expect it to be in a box. But that's pretty great. Pretty great. Let's just open this up first. So this Marvel United playmat, as you can see, it's got the regular side and the solo side. So I like that they made some tweaks to that. This is double-sided, and this mat is also a little bit smaller, so it doesn't have like space for all the cards. They just have a space for the cards, the top of the cards to be. So it's a little bit smaller, takes up a little bit less real estate. And wow, this looks great. Look at that color. This looks incredible. Absolutely incredible. Let me flip it around here. Woo! That's nice. And then double-sided at that. I mean, look at that there. That's great. That's really, really nice. Big fan of the way this looks. Now, again, like I said, there's no places for the cards to go on the full spanning of the areas here. So you just will put the card top around it, which I think is fine. I kind of want another playmat, and I backed the DC edition of this as well because I want to be able to do DC versus Marvel, and I got to have my boy Barry Allen and John Stewart. Got to have both of those. So this is a great playmat. We'll kind of revisit that in a second. So yeah, let's start with the Multiverse core box here, which is looking pretty great, if I have to say so myself. I'm very curious for y'all. You know, have you tried Marvel United? I mean, this game is one of the most accessible games, honestly, on the market. It's one that I think scales crazy well. The system is so well designed, and the variability in play is one that I think is kind of unparalleled, to be honest. I don't really know why there's two of these here. Maybe just a protection thing. I don't know. Oh well, whatever. So yeah, I think that this game does stuff that every game wants to do, which is be fast, easy to learn, and continues to build over and over and over again. This glossy box is not my favorite, though. I'll say that. It's kind of cheap. I wish it was a matte finish. But you got so much content in here that you can't get everything. So, rule book looking good. I think that I won't go too deep into all of these different characters. I'll probably do an overview video later. but just wanted to do a full unboxing of everything. Now, I've got my own set of these tokens. You obviously need these tokens to play. I've also got the Fantastic Four set, so I don't need any Doom bots. I don't know what this token is, but I'll do sort of a comparison on that. But overall, the tokens are, pretty straightforward. They're glossy, solid cardboard print. This is another cool thing about these games, and how they pack them in is just so unique, so neat. Wow, this is going to be a lot of cards to go through. So these minis look incredible. I love these inserts. I do wish that they had ways for us to be able to kind of combine a lot of these a little bit easier instead of them being in so many different boxes. But, what are you going to do? Misdirection. Okay, let's just start from here. So this is, let's pull out all the character sheets here. So this is Immortus. Immortus is a character that's sort of like Kang. At the end time, he was in the show, kind of Loki to some degree. Kang has got so many different variants that Immortus is one of those. So much lore goes into that. So you've got the threat cards there, which has got different villains such as Annihilus, Yondu, Star Fox, Captain Marvel, Silver Surfer. So this is definitely interesting that Immortus's character has got Star Fox, Captain Marvel, Silver Surfer. Maybe they're part of his liege now. Not sure about that, but I think it's pretty cool. We've got Emperor Doom, who is one of the most BA looking villains that you could find. I mean, this looks crazy. I can imagine that this is really hard. So when I played this at Gen Con, we tried to beat Ghost Rider, and it was difficult. And that was like on basic mode. So Cosmic Ghost Rider is also in this game. There are a lot of things in this game to kind of go through. I'm not going to go through every single thing. We've got, who is this? This is Maestro. Maestro is a variant of Hulk, kind of like Hulk at the end of days. And then you've got supervillain mode. So I believe superhero and supervillain are like if people want to one versus all sort of situation. I'll have to look into that specifically. But yeah, and let's talk about some of the minis. These minis are crazy. Look at that. Look at that mini. That looks insane. So good. So good. Let's put them up here. I can get a little bit better view of all these jokers. So we've got Captain Carter here. I don't know why I was almost saying Agent Carter. I know that's not accurate, And then we've got Loki. I think is that Kid Loki? No, it's just a small Loki. Cosmic Ghost Rider here. And Cosmic Ghost Rider the purple can be a villain or a hero. So that's pretty neat. Again, we have Immortus here and Emperor Doom, these minis. What I love about them, they're not thin looking, they're very, and the bases are all the same. So if you wanted to kind of create these shells for them, you can. You've got Lady Thor, or just Thor really. Spider-Man 2099 for myself, the Spider-Man Fiend. We have got Ironheart here, which I love. Ironheart and Shuri Black Panther. Incredible. So let's take a look at some of these cards. So these cards are the equipment cards. And this is sort of a new addition to Marvel United. There's so many equipment cards. So these basically are sort of things you can recharge by spinning cards. So instead of playing with wilds and stuff like that, you can play with these. So Wasp has got some. So it looks like they're giving us equipment cards to past heroes that were in the game that aren't necessarily in this box. So you've got stuff for Wasp, who's in the core game, Mjolnir, which I believe can use for Thor, and this game is Mighty Thor, not Lady Thor. We've got Star-Lord, he's got the mask, we've got some web shooters for all the Spideys, we got Magneto's helmet, Iron Man, it's got some things in there, we've got Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider, Gambit, Cyclops, Captain America, Black Widow, we've got some Shuri stuff, Black Panther stuff, Ant-Man again, and then some Battle Plan. So I believe Battle Plan is another thing you can do solo. There's so many different things in here to remember. It's gonna take some time. So I'm not trying to teach. Yeah, this is looking great. We've got some sort of other, these can be used for any hero. So heroes that don't have specific, attachments to them. So like Wiccan, for instance, you could use one of these. You've got a makeshift weapon, got an airlift, things like that. So we've got Scepter, Mjolnir, Light Shield, Hell Cycle, Captain Carter Shield. Some really cool things in there. Love how all of this fits just right back in there. We'll have to do some resorting later. And then let's open up these cards. I think that I need to do a ranking of all my Marvel United stuff. So Captain Carter's cards here, as you can see, looking very good. Ironheart, ooh, I love that. That's pretty neat. So Ironheart's, one of her lore is that she has got a friend that is an AI that passed away, or that was murdered. Her best friend, that she turns to an AI and it kind of assists her. Same with Tony Stark, I believe. So some more of these cards here. Black Panther, Loki's cards, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Mighty Thor. Incredible. Freaking incredible. Throw some of these back in. Let's just look at some of these villain mats right quick. We've got a lot to get to. So with Maestro here, looking at that villain mat, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Doom and Mortis. The villain dashboard here, looking good. So these are the location tiles. Now the fun thing about this game is that you can mix and match any location from any game, just as you whim. So it's pretty cool. We got Niflheim. Oh gosh, I'm not gonna be able to say these. London, Project Pegasus, Kunyun. I definitely messed that up. United Nations, Alchemex, and TVA. Wow, pretty neat. Big fan of those location tiles and everything. Cannot wait to do this. And we got a little black cube here. Don't know who that goes for, but it's probably just a little marker. In the core box for the main game, that went with Red Skull, and it was kind of like the Tesseract. So, and that's the core box. So one box down and a lot more to go. All right, let's take a look at the Fantastic Four Coming of Galactus box. All right, this looks incredibly huge. I think that's the best way to describe this. I think, this was sort of the calling card of CMON Games for a lot of their Marvel licensing stuff. They had the Marvel Zombies, and then had the big Galactus and the Marvel Zombies, and I think that was like, shipping was just as much as the game, or twice the price of the game or something. Not anything that I took part in. I got Marvel Zombies as a gift, and I think it's a pretty neat game. I really enjoyed it, but I would not have that much content of it. So yeah, let's look at this. We've got some pretty standard rulebook stuff. I mean, dang, this thing is gonna be huge, isn't it? Pretty simple rulebook. I love that it's streamlined. This reminds me of the Rising sort of layout where you've got a central thing, and that's from the op. They had something like that with Thanos. Other, properties of that nature. But you've got 4 heralds of Galactus that are going to be in this game, sort of symboling the coming of Galactus, and he's trying to eat the world. You've got Galactus's mat there. You've got a few tokens here with A, B. Don't know what those are going to mean, but I'm sure there's something. Obviously, there's something. We've got Airwalker, one of the Terrax, Nova, and Fire Lord, and sort of their villain dashboards here, looking pretty great. I honestly don't know how they come up with all the variable games of this. I mean, just insane. I don't know how these are going to play. Obviously, you've got some BAMs and everything for Galactus in here. For the sake of not having to open every single thing in this, I'll just sort of go as quickly as I can through all of these. So I'm really excited about this because I like the fact that we all have to work together against a giant figure, So we've got Airwalker there. We've got their threat cards. You've got, who's this one again? This is Terrax. I'm less familiar with the lore of all of the coming of Galactus and everything. I'm really excited to learn a bit more about each one of these characters. I'm a big Marvel fan, big Marvel nerd, but you can only have so much brain space, and the multiverse is also so large. Man, we've got a Nihilist Seeker here, and then a free Fire Lord. I don't know what these mean, but they're pretty cool looking. I like that it's totally different than kind of what we've experienced before. I think if I can get this open here. Here we go. One of the things I love about unboxing all this content is that you get to see all the fantastic artwork that goes into all this, all the coordination. Whoa, this looks crazy. Heroes of Galactus. And this has got a blank figure on it, so I don't know. Let's see what the back says. I guess this could be any 4 of them that goes into this. So sort of anyone can be one of those cards that gets activated. It's pretty neat. I don't know how they come up with so many of these. I mean, there's so many characters already, and also doing the DC edition of this. How on earth do they have enough variability to do all this? So Silver Surfer's got something in, got some takedowns, some BAMs. Looks like they've got their own thing. Galactus, this is all of his cards and all of his actions here. But I know y'all really want to get to the big show. We want to see Galactus. Well, I do too, but I don't know if I can get this thing out. Okay, so we've got a little tape on the side to help keep Galactus in check. I was like, there's no way that this is so difficult to get out. Okay. So here we go. I say that, and I'm pretty sure that there's more tape I'm not getting. There we go. About time. Okay. Whoa, all right. So these minis are crazy. Look at this. That mold is nuts. Wow. Okay. Look at that. I mean, if you were a kid playing with these, imagination running wild. Look at this. Insane. Cannot wait to open up more of these heroes and check those out. And this one's just straight up fire. Straight up fire, literally fire. All right, here is the main man himself. Well, look at that. Let's do a little scale proportion here for you on the main cam. So this is Galactus. This is a normal size figure. That's crazy. I mean, look at that. Come on. It's insane. And it looks so good. It looks so, so good. I am over the moon ready to play this game. How could you not be? How could you not be? Okay, let's put this away and let's get to the next thing. I don't know where my other guy went, but you know, we're here. Is he still in the box there? Yep, he's just chilling in there. Okay, so oh no, tape is killing me. Tape is killing me. Okay. Very excited to see sort of how, again, all these play out. I need to do a deep dive into the rule book of each one of these. That will take some time. I did not even get to the location cards. So the cool thing about Galactus' location cards is that they all look like a globe, right? So when you put them around, it just creates a world. I'm doing a very bad job of showing you, but you can kind of get the gist here, right? Like it creates a world. So he's going to turn and sort of attack different areas of the planet in the game, which is just an incredible concept in general. So that is going to be a lot of fun to play. And let's go on to, all right, what should we do next? Let's check out the box for Civil War. So this, again, I believe, like I said, is one that brings player versus player into the realm for Marvel United. Something that I think is kind of needed in this whole getup. I think that player versus player was introduced really in the X-Men Marvel United Kickstarter or whole series. And I have the X-Men game for Marvel United, but I haven't actually got a chance to play that one. So for me, this was really the first time that I got a chance to see like the player versus player aspect. You can kind of see that in the rule book here, where you have the disc and you're sort of trying to knock your opponents out. Some pretty cool pieces in this. Looks like we've got, you know, this huge Goliath and PvP mode. So we choose our side, Cap or Iron Man here. Really excited about this. You know, it's got that, I liked how with the logo here that they've done sort of this old school vibe. And then another sort of side to this mat. You've got the tokens, obviously, always good. And then here we have the locations, location tiles. Kind of always hard for me to open these. We've got the Raft, Sokovia, the Bar with No Name, pretty great. Garrett Castle, not familiar with that one. Avengers Mountain, Washington, D.C. Yeah, some really cool locations. All these have those end of turn boots as well, which is great. Okay, this is exciting. I love this. This Goliath looks incredible. Looks so good. Big fan of how this Goliath has sort of come together here. Some really great heroes in this as well, as you can see. This is the main reason I got this one. This was a promo character, Iron Spider, probably one of my favorite suits of Spider-Man. This is gonna go perfectly with my Spider-Geddon and Maximum Carnage. I love also this sculpt for Iron Man. The previous Iron Man sculpt I thought was a little underwhelming, to be honest. I love that he's got the same energy blast going on there. I also think this sculpt for Cap throwing his shield is significant. It's a big upgrade, significant upgrade from the previous sculpt. We have got Hulkling, I believe is this character, or Scar, but really great sculpt there. Photon, another excellent sculpt. Kate Bishop, Hawkeye. Again, I mean, they're called Cool Mini or not for a reason. Like, the minis are cool. Tigger, I believe. We have got Hank Pym, Ant-Man. Or no, this is a Yellow Jacket. I don't know why I said that. And then Wonder Man. Ooh, I like that. Look at the Wonder Man sculpt with the purple. Very nice. Very, very nice. Hulkling. This is Hulkling. Sorry about that. And I guess it's Spectrum in this game. It's not Photon. But yeah, some great pieces there. We've got these discs to sort of indicate who is on what team. So it's great because, you know, you can obviously use these for any player. So that's kind of how they snap in there. This is a similar system to what they do with the Marvel Zombies and Zombicide system with the discs. And I think it's brilliant how they integrate all of these together. We've got tons of the equipment cards. We've got more of these cards here. Let's go ahead and open these up. See what we're working with. We've got a Clash of Heroes, rewards, tiebreakers. These look like event cards. And then Team Blue missions. And then we get into some of the artwork for all of these. Love that Iron Spider card art. Tigra, Wonder Man art looks great. Yellow Jacket. Iron Man looking very, very good. Big fan all around. I think this might be honestly the most anticipated box for me, Civil War. Obviously the movie was such a big thing and it set the stage up. It brought in Spider-Man into the MCU, which was great. It looks like population cards. Don't know what that means. We've got some Hulkling cards that look really great. Spectrum cards. Ooh, excuse me, looking good. Kate Bishop, also looking great. Goliath, oh boy. Don't know why Goliath is getting shot in the chest, but that was something going on. Anyway. Okay, well, Captain America. Some cool cards. I don't know why he's getting shot in the chest on his card, but, you know, here we are. All right, so let's go ahead and close this one up and move on to the next. So let's open up the Maximum Carnage box here. As a Spider-Man fan, this is definitely one of the most anticipated games to receive. This sort of revamps the Sinister Six module, the mode, and so you don't use mission cards or anything for this. And it says Sinister Six assembled format, follows the same rules as the original. And so we've got the new Sinister Six, which includes Dark, Carnage, Morbius, Scorpion, Scream, and Doppelganger. Oh, and a Hobgoblin, yeah? Demogoblin and Shriek. So, yeah, we've got some additional punch outs here. Oh man, Morloon, Rhino, oh boy, Craven. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be so good. Chameleon, Lizard, Shocker. Shocker, I will follow you to the ends of the earth. I love that Spider-Man animated show. Statue of Liberty, Fist Tower, Hell's Kitchen, Bishop Publishing. Then we've got some more. Matt's here, Dark Carnage, Morbius, Shriek, Scorpion, some really great stuff in there. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks crazy. This goes hard. This goes hard, CMON. Shriek looks incredible. I don't know why I said Shriek. I meant Scream, whatever, yelling. Morbius, purple because it go both ways. Now, Dark Carnage is darker than all the other ones. I don't know, but you also get this crazy dice with him. Look at that thing. I don't know why Dark Carnage, this mold is nuts. Absolutely insane. Yeah. Let's just put that off to the side. We'll package that back up later. That looks crazy. So excited about that. All right, let's look at the campaign decks really fast. So again, campaign deck, it says, this set brings a whole new way to play Marvel United. Each of these 8 campaign decks use the full breadth of the components. Iconic story arcs from the comics. Players battle through a series of 4 or 5 games on average, facing events from the comics. So I think that's pretty great. I'm not gonna open all of these because I don't know what kind of spoilers are on all this. Well, you know what? No, let's go ahead and do it. Y'all came to see an unboxing. Let's unbox it, right? Gotta open it. Gotta see what's in there. Okay, so we've got Executioner's Song, World War Hulk event. Okay, War of Kings. Now, some of these are gonna involve characters that I don't have. Maximum Carnage, like I don't have the War of Kings. I don't have Dark Phoenix. Avengers vs. X-Men, so that's pretty great. The Age of Apocalypse, pretty cool. I don't have that one. I do have Deadpool. So this might be something where I sell some of the individual campaigns online. I don't like to price gouge at all, but I might sell some just so that people that have that and don't have, like they have those boxes, but they don't have those specific campaign decks, like they didn't get the big Marvel United Multiverse thing. They can play it, you know, just pay for shipping and then send it to them. As long as someone's having fun, I don't really care. Pet expansion next. These are mostly minis, probably, and then maybe some cards. Yeah, so we've got a few cards for companions and how they work. Not sure how the setup is for all of these. Let's see. Companions, during setup, choose one companion, shuffle their 3 companion cards into your hero deck. Once during each turn, you may move your companion to a location adjacent for use. Cool, so these are gonna pop up sort of in the game. You can use them. So you got Goose, Jeff the Shark, which is like just wild to me. Lockheed, Red Wing, Throg. So some great cards in there for those. Here are the minis, which again, it's got, does it have tape blocking me again? It does have tape. Okay, here we go. Come on, tape. All right. So much tape. Here we go. Okay, so these are actually small. These are pretty tiny. These are pretty tiny, but they're very cute and adorable. Look at those. Those are nice. Big fan of how I actually like that these are tiny because again, they're supposed to be companions. So thematically, like, you know, Goose shouldn't be as big as Captain Marvel. These, I was kind of iffy on this, to be honest. I knew that I wanted to get it, but I was a little worried that it was unnecessary, like a bit unnecessary for me to get. Well, I don't know how to put this thing back on here. I guess that's it. So I'm actually seeing it in person. I'm way more excited about it than I was when I backed it, to be honest. Let's look at the main promo for this game before we go into the huge box, which I'll probably sort of skim through that one a bit because there's so many characters in there. This is the Iron Lad promo, so this is similar to what you would get when you get the first one with Doctor Strange. So Iron Lad comes with a little card that's taking a little bit of damage, looks like. He's got his own cards, so I won't open those up. Those are pretty standard. And you can kind of see his sculpt in there. Pretty normal. I like Iron Lad. It's not a big character for me, but I like it. I'm glad I have it. Then we've got some more team decks here. So we got some team decks here. Let's take a look at that. And then we'll open up the big box, the big promo box. Okay, so this is cool. You've got it looks like it's gonna tell you what characters go in this box or in these team. So that's pretty nice. That way you can kind of know, okay, I know that I have these characters and I can use them. So I don't have every character, obviously. Well, not obviously, but I don't have every character. You've got Guardians of the Galaxy, you've got A-Force, the Defenders here, Uncanny X-Force, X-Men, New Avengers, and it tells you the team members and sort of gives you some bonus things, I would assume, as you're playing the game. It's pretty neat. Like how that works. I'll probably do another video kind of talking about the different rules for each box as I play it. You can catch those breakdowns here on YouTube. I'll also be doing them on TikTok as I play them. Got United Forces, Team Captain America, the Secret Avengers. Okay, that's pretty neat. Team Iron Man, the Pro Registration. So this goes back into Civil War. Wakandans, the Champions, the Spider Army. That's mine. Asgardians and Allies Deadpool team up. So again, you've kind of got these things that'll pop up as you're playing. Excited about that for sure. All right, let's do this thing. Let's take a look at the huge box, the Marvel United Multiverse promos. Again, I think it's absolutely insane that you get all of this basically for free, you know? Except shipping. But this is how they earn millions of dollars. You know, the more they make, the more those individual costs go down, those unit costs go down, and they can give you this. It just creates goodwill. It keeps people coming back. That's why people might complain, including myself, about, you know, things taking forever. But when you get a box this big of free stuff, you're gonna keep coming back. Oh yeah, come on. You're almost there. Come on now. Here we go. Yep. I mean, this thing is so large. My goodness. About time. Okay, so it gives you all of the different components here. So many. You can screen, you can pause it, take a look at this if you need to. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time. You get one tile, one location, monster aisle. We've got a bunch of punch outs, which are great. You got the Wrecking Crew. I know that was their kind of headline bit. So it's got special setup similar to the Sinister Six. This is my first Marvel promo pack to receive. Whoa. Because I missed the previous campaign, and you know, it's taking a year to ship, so I don't even know how to open this thing. Here we go. Okay, whoa, look at these. Absolutely crazy. Look at all of these characters. Whoa. Okay, I'm not gonna spend forever going through all these. I might do an individual video specifically for this, but want to highlight a few. You've got, let's see, Moon Girl and Dinosaur or something. Let's go. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. They've got an animated show, which I think is pretty cool. Who is the giant one? What is her name? Blanking on her name. Just Statue. Yeah, Statue. So, looks pretty great. Love how, like, absolutely insanely large they are. Wow, there's so many characters in here. This is overwhelming to look at. Let me just pull some of them up. Looks like one of them didn't make it, or is meant to be. Maybe it's for Iron Lad. I'm not sure, but you know, we've got Man Thing here, which is that's a big W, I think. We've got Cyborg Spider-Man, big W there. Black Knight, another win. The Patriot, I believe. We've got Wiccan here and Speed. Right now, Agatha All Along, big show with that. Some other like kind of characters that I'm not gonna know off the top of my head. Some really cool ones here. This is a great mold. Not sure who this is, but pretty great mold. We've got Sam Wilson here, one of my favorite Marvel characters. And then we've got the anti-heroes all in here. So some really great ones. Looks like we've got Red Hulk, who's gonna be in the new Captain America movie. Yeah, just some really great characters here to look at and play as. Let's just kind of put that there for now. And Null, look at Null. Null looks crazy. Looks crazy. Titania looks insane as well. We've got the Wrecking Crew in there. Let's see if there's any other ones that come to. Oh yeah, Lizard, look at that. That's awesome. Oh yeah, Agent Venom. Oh, Agent Venom, come on now. That mold goes hard, crazy hard. Insert here is pretty great. We've got a ton of player boards. Now here's the thing. There's too much content here to play. There really is. You're not gonna be able to, I'm not gonna be able to play all this. It's just impossible, but I'm gonna try. I got my whole life ahead of me. So Purple Man's in there. Mole Man, Maximus, I don't know who that is. Lizard, Null, Claws in here. Cabal, Hobgoblin, High Evolutionary, ooh, okay. Gore, yes. Enchantress, Dark Child, the Dark Avengers, Dakin, so son of Wolverine, Crossbones in there. Crimson Dynamo, classic. Chameleon, classic villain. Blastar, I think that's something to do with Guardians. Absorbing Man, a good one. Abomination. Just some great. There's so many decks in here. I'm not gonna open all this just for the sake of time. I'll go through that individually. But yeah, I think what I want to do is just kind of close out and say that what an amazing game this is turning out to be. We've got the Marvel United Multiverse set. I'm over the moon about it. I I did end up ordering the World War Hulk edition that is a part of this whole set, but did not get that as part of this. I ordered it separately on Amazon. You can order all of these on Amazon, I believe, just minus the promos. But let me know if any characters in this stand out to you. Do you want me to feature specific boxes and walk through each how those play? Yeah, I'm really excited to kind of show more about this and do some games with this, some solo plays of this. We'll definitely have those on the channel soon. But anyway, thanks for kicking it with me as I unbox some of these things. And now I got to put all this away, which is absolutely wild. Sign off with this. Stay nerdy. Keep that soul dirty.